OG. Let's give it a few minutes. Yeah, what's up, soups? You ready to see a DeathAdder, baby? Yeah, this thing's the dongle. I don't hate it. Gives you polling status and things. I guess they're trying to boost the signal. You can't see them, but it's got like USB lights in there. Dongles are pretty ugly, but this is a decent size. It's not humongous. Just moving pretty massive, aren't they, recently? Did you see that mouse? Which one? Which one, man? Just checking it melt myself. Ugly as sin. Did you do that today? I've been pretty busy with work and stuff today, so it could be. Yesterday. I haven't seen it then, but I will take a look. I'm probably just missed it. Not like. This is what it looks like. Twitch chat's not working for me on my iPad. I don't know why. Maybe up to date. You need to update it a little bit. I don't know. There we go. It's working now. Quick reboot. Link doesn't work though. Is there a Viper V4 Pro coming? Not that I've heard of. But then I probably won't be able to tell you. Just before the event. No kitty in the bed today. She's like chilling on the floor down there. Hey Rashino, is it? How you doing, you right? Got a cup of tea as well today. It's a bit hot in here. It was like a bit milky to be fair. It was like 20 odd degrees, but got 22, 26 at the moment. Still a little bit toasty. We'll take a good look inside this though, take it apart, have a look. We did have the vibes of the. It gives me vibes of the Hyperspeed V3. I don't kind of understand You've almost got two identical mice. Recently bought the V3, so thought I bought the wrong one. You bought the V3 Hyperspeed, which is this one. I think that's what you're saying. They've just released the... Oh, you mean the Viper V3? So, okay, yeah. No, the Viper V3 is the latest one at the minute. Watching the Esports World Cup? Nope, not at all. Been working, but how's it going? You have to sign NDAs? Yep, we do. NDAs. What do they call it? Things that you can't release stuff. Embargo, stuff like that. And I recently bought the V3. Sometimes on trust as well. It's not always like that. And I recently bought the V3. Oh, you said that. How much is the mouse? I think it's around 150, 160. Razer's usual price. It won't be cheap. Find out for you. You think Super Glides are worth it on cloth pad? I think they're okay. I've used them before. I think they're they give a nice yeah, 169 the V4 Pro. The V3, which is that one, is 149. So prices are going up, man. The cost of living is going up. Doesn't surprise me. But glass pads are okay. I mean, cloth ones. I found the micro adjustments are better with glass pads, but they can catch a little bit. And then they start losing the coating because some tend to have a little bit of a coating, which is a bit of a problem, in my opinion. Difference between the V3 and V4, I think it's just spec. So you've got like Gen 1 switch, Gen 3 switches, Gen 4 switches. I don't know. I mean, they're so close. They've even got the same kind of like side split, same skates. I mean, this is the Hyperspeed. It's not the Pro, so the Pro is different actually. So I get confused there. So this is the Pro. So you got the Hyperspeed, the Pro V3. So these are probably lower spec, but like here's the Pro V3, Pro V4. The difference really is the side switches, and then you've got a mechanical encoder and optical encoder, which we'll take a look at. This one I've cut up. You can see the front skates are different, so they're kind of gone for the. My days, what's up, kitty? Holy moly! Come on then, come say hi. Come on. Then you've got like the skates with the Hyperspeed kind of has the skates. Somebody's had to make lighter. 54 grams. 60, is it no? 56 grams, it was 64 grams I think. So you can see they're kind of similar. You coming up? He's going to sit and scream at everyone. I believe the DeathAdder V3 Pro is on sale on Amazon, 89, there you go, yep. I mean, I could have raised his direct site, so it'll definitely come down. I'm surprised it hasn't dropped, to be fair. I preferred... So I wasn't really a fan of the Viper V3. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like the way it was constructed. But I do like the Hyperspeed V3 DeathAdder. It's where I saw them making some good changes, so I'm hoping this V4 is good. Everyone's releasing a lot of ergo mice, have you noticed that? The sensor, the switches... The shape looks identical. They've changed the buttons slightly, position-wise. The weight slightly lighter. Still like 50, 56 grams. And we'll take a look inside. That's why we take them apart to see what changes. Quick question, doing a repair on your Maya X? What you want to do one? Or do you want me to do it for you? Could probably repair it for you depending. Did you smash it in rage? Oh my god, so crazy at the minute. Chill your beans, kitty cat. Aw, she's cute. On my days, she's so needy. Got 5. She's by far the neediest. Look at my hand, that's nice. Thank you. Thank you. Say hi. Come check out the mice. Check the work. She normally checks the work out, don't you? Go for the Pulsar X Lite V3, is it? Let's find the coating. Okay. I mean, it's one thing that mice companies aren't particularly doing great at the moment is checking the coatings. They could certainly improve them, I would say. My stream crashes, I will return. It's been a little bit temperamental. I think I found it. I think it was a source DLL, but we'll see. DPF, D2, FP, FN up to on one switch. Yep, they're all the same switch. Should be, yep. There's not many Optomex in a minute. So what's the Esports World Cup? What do you think about dot skates? Okay, I think good for glass pads. I don't particularly like them on cloth because they dig in. I like a bigger skate like these have got on. These are okay, but I prefer a full front skate if I'm honest. That's the one zoom. But I like these with the fuller skate. This is my kind of preference, like the old Zowie days. Cat man. And it distributes the weight better. They can certainly dig in a little bit too much otherwise. Cause you problems. What are you doing now, my dear? Make your mind up, cat. Make your mind up. Putting hair everywhere. Dennis the Menace outfit. I like it, Garrett. Shouldn't you be saving money to move to Oxford? You traitor. Going down south. Is the G2 Superlight any good? It's very similar to the Superlight 1. I prefer the Superlight 1 because you can mod it more, but if you want Optomex and an 8K, Superlight 2 is okay. What's the difference between the DeathAdder series and the Viper series? Shape, basically. Use the same components inside, but shapes different ones. The Viper's ambidextrous and the DeathAdder's ergo, so more tailored to your hand shape. I actually prefer ambi shapes. I need a drink now, you've been doing. There you go. Cat man. Job market's whack, certainly is, but always is. Don't ever believe it's any good, mate, because it won't be. It's up and down, always is. Idea was to get a summer job, save up. All right. Got nothing in 100 jobs. You don't work at like Starbucks. Like a barista special. Don't like Scousers. That's true, Soups. Yeah, they don't trust Scousers, mate. That's why you can't get a job. Just from Canada. What's this? Supreme. Have you considered doing a mice mod where you convert a wired mouse to a wireless mouse? It's difficult because the wired mice don't have all the antennas and stuff. Now we have converted like the PCBs before, so we've done a lot on like the G305 mouse. Years ago now, it must be. I've had hair back then. Where you take a G305 wireless PCB and put it into a wired body. But that's kind of what we've done. Are you a fan of fingertip mice? I am and I'm not. I think they can give you RSI, but certainly some good ones out there. Like Duals do quite a lot of fingertip. Pulsar released a recent one. M1K, M2K are good, but they're cabled. But they're like so narrow, they're so small. I'd like a wider version. Pulsar kind of done that. Here's a fingertip G-Wolf. He said could I make it lighter, so we hacked its pieces to give him an idea of whether they could take weight out. But you know, could I main that as a mouse with an 18x9 hand? I mean, it feels like my hand, top of my hand arches, so maybe there's a smaller hand, maybe. But I like a medium-sized mouse. That makes sense. I think he's just lazy, Soups. Carrot's one of those new generation, mate, that he thinks work's too easy, so doesn't like to do it. You know what I mean? He's at home. He's at home applying. He's not running around with his CV, handing it in the stores, mate. You know what I mean? Like the old school way we used to do it, Soups. Carrot's saying his push bike, expecting just a job just to roll out the street on him and go, here you go, have this one, sir. McDonald's is always employing for Carrot. It's actually quite a good career, McDonald's, bro. FYI. Should we have a look? Should we take a look at this inside? Let's do some, give my opinion on it, perhaps. Just love chefs coming with a chat for a CV. Should I get a mouse that comes with a detached shell to adjust? I've got a few to look at, so it depends what, like, if you want that shape or not. If that makes sense. So we're rocking out the DeathAdder V3 Pro. So what's different? A couple of models. We got the new DeathAdder V4, sorry. New DeathAdder V4 Pro. We've got the V3 Pro, which we modded. Took some weight out of it. It's been a while ago, I don't remember it. And then we've got the V3 Hyperspeed to give you an idea what Razer's kind of tweaked. But they all look pretty similar. Even dust on that, that's old. It's not been used. The Hyperspeed actually looks slightly smaller. I think maybe it's the certain version sizes, but give you an idea in shape. I would say that's pretty small. It's more of a rougher coating on the V3, whereas it's smoothed it out on the V4. A bit like the Hyperspeed, it's kind of got like coating. I was a fan of the Hyperspeed V3. The other changes they made, like we said, was the switches, the side buttons, and we'll tear it down in a minute and take a proper look inside and see what the side buttons, they changed the, I guess, the movement so you could feel them a bit more. Like, it doesn't really bother me that they're in that position. These are a lot lighter, these switches, I can tell that straight away. A bit firmer, but the contours are the same. Maybe the button's slightly smaller. Could measure it in a sec. Base-wise, the skates have changed. These are the original skates, even though I've took it apart and chopped it up a little bit. See what's possible. I prefer the skates on the new V4, definitely a change in the right direction. The coating, like I said, it's nice and smooth on the V4. Do I prefer it or not? I don't know. I don't prefer any coating on mice. It looks like, I was going to say maybe the scroll wheel's slightly lower, but I don't know. LM, hey LM, favourite mouse? At the moment it's probably the Maya X for me, at the moment. Amazon. I tend to main. I've been testing a lot of different mice, but it kind of fits my hand nicely. It's not for everybody. Everyone's got their own kind of style, but that's what I like at the minute. Interested to see the optical encoder in this. So we'll take it apart a bit more, but if you have any questions, fire away and then we'll mess around in Valorant later with it. Say mess around. I'm trying to rank, but we'll see. Using different mice every day doesn't help. What else? The encoder itself, definitely more aggressive on the DeathAdder Hyperspeed V3. That feels very notchy. Feels a lot smoother, maybe a little bit more on the V3, and then the new V4. It feels smooth again, I guess. No, I didn't see that carrot. That's interesting. Very interesting. I just think I should set a company up. The only thing I noticed on this one, the Hyperspeed does it. So the V3 Hyperspeed doesn't do it at the back. You see the back here? But on the new V4, it does open up. Now, this one does it as well because I've hacked it to pieces. V3. So it's kind of following that idea, but people might complain about that, I reckon. But for me, it doesn't bother me because you never really squeeze the back of it. You always squeeze on the sides and then it's fine. But I'm sure Razer might get some flack for it. The one gripe I've always had with Razer mice is the optomechs in it now, the new ones. What's that? Thoughts on Noctula making a mouse with a fan was interesting. I thought it was a bit of a gimmick more than anything on it, I would have said, personally. It's a cool idea, but a bit gimmicky, right? I mean, is it going to cool your hand if it's sweaty? I don't know. Could try one if you send it to me. They made another DeathAdder. That's why we're here, Carrot. How do you know you're not paying attention? Razer today released the DeathAdder V4 Pro, mate. V4 Pro. This is it. V4 Pro. V3 Pro. Hyperspeed. V3. You're slacking, Carrot. Oh, mate, you know me on it. You're slacking. Distracted me now. Where we're switches, right? Okay, so they reckon they got Generation 4 switches in this. They reckon this has got Gen 3. I mean, for me personally, with Razer switches, Gen 1 to Gen 4 has been very similar. They're a little bit mushy. Gen 2s especially. Slightly felt better in the later version. This DeathAdder felt better. The Viper didn't though. Which we've got somewhere. Where's that? So V3 Viper. Someone did ask actually. I should have said. They just don't feel as nice in the Viper. It's probably the button setup. But one thing noticeable about the new Gen 4s is how high pitched they are. So if I show you, like, let's go V3 first. So Gen 3, and the V3, and then the Gen 4s. Like the right one's definitely higher pitched. Probably the clickiness. They do feel a little bit more clicky. The start